Play your drum in the beginning. You don't have the drum. That's okay. My name is Matt Miller. This is episode 30 of Fact. Can you guys fucking believe that?
30.
Episode 30.
We're almost 30 years old.
Fact's officially older than we are now.
It feels like 100.
Symmetry.
This is the Fact Cast. Fact stands for what it's always stood for. Nick Hogan. He's over in the side.
Greg
He's on
Lloyd.
this side now.
Fact stands for frequently answer.
Frequent answers and questions, Nick. It's frequent answers and
30
questions.
times, Nick. 30.
Well, Nick hasn't been here for all 30, so
Yeah.
he may be
Feels
suffering.
like
Like 20 of them.
feels like episode
They
100
start
though.
off the exact same way.
Every day.
That's
Sorry.
Every week.
I always forget.
The man who forgets is also the man with the opinion of an average person. That's Nick Hogan.
That he is.
Thank you for having me, Matt Miller.
We gotta come up with something that you say afterwards.
Thank you for having me, Matt Miller.
That's good, but it doesn't really have any spark. We also have Colorado's favorite dirtbag, Nate DiCarlo.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, indeed, to everyone out there.
I'm just wondering, where'd this fancy-ass water bottle come from?
That
It's
came
from-
from me.
The annals.
Came from your mouth, Nick?
The annals of Nick Hogan.
That's a nice water bottle.
Thank you. I got it in Switzerland.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, I did.
That's what it
Bullshit.
says right there.
Well, I bought it in Switzerland, so
Oh,
It's
I
got
thought
the
it 'cause it
Swiss
had the
cross.
Swiss cross on it. I was like, Nick, they sell those in America.
but I bought them in
Give
Switzerland.
it to Nick. Tonight we're going to discuss many topics. A lot of them are going to be random. Some are going to be well thought out and articulated. Other ones are going to be a 2-minute long argument about which is better, Mickey or Minnie Mouse.
Or Goofy.
That's disgusting. She's a rat, Nick. She's a goddamn rat. She's a mouse.
Don't forget about Donald Duck.
Now before we
She's
start,
a hot rat.
Victor. Whoa, Victor's not here. Delete. Nick.
Yes.
Carlo. He's gonna have something important to say. Nick, do you know what Victor says?
Something about the
How'd he do?
No.
team that starts with the P.
Pacers?
No.
Patriots?
No.
No, Nick. This is the okay.
Packers.
Do you want to do it?
Packers?
Do you want to do it? This is the part where you have to basically sell fact to everyone in 25 seconds.
Oh, I thought I was jumping right into
Do you know how
Victor's Sports Box, and I'm like, I'm being volunteered. Okay?
You're like, this doesn't seem like a normal place for a Victor Sports. It's
No,
like
not
30
at all.
minutes after the intro.
Howdy do.
It's going to be 30 minutes before we get through the intro.
Nick, tell me about fact. Where can I find it?
All right.
How
Fact,
ask
you
for
could
questions?
find us throughout the internet world.
Yeah.
We are on Twitter.
Sure, what's our name?
Factcast.
Yep. Good job.
Hashtag
Email us
FactCast.
on factemails@gmail.com, and we accept any and all pictures and including boobs.
Pictures and including.
Oh.
So like just severed boobs, Nick?
Have we gotten an email yet?
Actually, yes.
Ooh.
But it was just kind of like nothing. It was like, hey, you told me to write in. That's what the guy said.
Thanks, Internet.
And we appreciate it, Jared.
Yeah, I was real. No, it was a while ago. I don't know. It could be you. The next person could be you. Factemail@gmail.com.
And I hope it's you,
If
sweetie.
you make it interesting enough, we'll read it on live air TV.
If that didn't sell them, there's no chance. Every episode starts off with a joke, Greg, in a segment we like simply call the joke of the day.
Yes, and this is actually my first joke of the day. I haven't been here since we had this section, so I'm quite excited. And I brought the joke of the day today, everybody. And it's a doozy. Nick, you're the only one who hasn't heard the joke yet, so I'll ask you. What is a pedophile's favorite type of shoe?
What you got?
A size 10.5.
Hey, that's
Nope.
what I said.
That's close. That's what Nick Hogan said. I mean,
That's not a type of shoe. Isn't a size. A type of shoe is like a rollerblade.
yeah, it's like
What's a pedophile's
Okay.
favorite? Is it rollerblade?
All right. the pedophile's favorite type of shoe is a white Vans.
You're gonna say a white van. Right?
Yeah, I was gonna say a white van.
Skip right in.
Ruined the delivery, but that's funny. I like it.
Damn it, Greg.
Next
God damn it.
Making me thirsty, so I'm gonna jump out for just a quick second.
Just go ahead, man. It's not like we have a show to do or anything. It's not like I'm counting who has the most airtime and giving you.
Question: is my Sheraton logo compromising brand integrity?
Oh yeah, we are now officially sponsored by Sheraton. So hopefully they give us our money
They
soon.
do give me money so I can live somewhere.
You do get discounted for mentioning fact.
All right,
Cast.
you guys need to keep talking.
All right,
Just
so
in my absence.
This segment is called Shit News. Why is it called Shit News, Greg?
Because it's goddamn shitty.
Yes, that's the reason why. All right, number...
Sorry.
All right,
Niagara Falls.
news segment
in the
number
background.
1. Let's banter a little bit so Matt can focus and tell us the
New
news.
water, Nick. There's no water. You're going to have to turn that faucet.
I'm trying to keep the show going here, but it's hard because I don't know what the news segment is.
All right, the solar system appears to have a ninth planet. Today, 2 scientists have announced, they haven't actually given their evidence yet, but this is last week. They announced their evidence that a body nearly the size of Neptune, but just unseen, orbits the sun once every 15,000 years. And the internet went crazy about this for a whole fucking day and a half, and they're like, fuck.
Wait, so it's so far out that it doesn't like reflect any sunlight, and they just know about it because it's like gravitational pulls or something?
Yes. Hold on.
That's how they know your mom's out there.
Oh.
So, what scientists have done recently is they've inferred the presence of clustering, they call it the clustering of 6, that previously used to orbit beyond Neptune. Instead, they realize, okay, see, now I'm just reading this all again. Okay, now they're saying this cluster they once saw is all, so basically they have data where they have gravitational pulls, stuff like that, different changes in light, things of that nature. They think it was coming from just something they were calling a cluster. Now they're deciding it's probably its own planet.
It's not a cluster.
Yeah, because it would have moved around to the point where they could have measured it.
That's no moon.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was like, sounds like
Speaking of
Independence
moon,
Day.
it's a full moon tonight, right, Greg?
No, it's a waning gibbous, Nick.
You're
Close.
Wayne
What's that?
Givens.
Means it's not
Is
a
that
full
a
moon.
sex thing?
A winning Gabus? No, a winning Gabus is where there's a man named Gabus and he's on his last legs and he falls over one night. He says to his wife, "Honey, dies." You guys weren't saying anything, so I had to keep going with that.
No story.
We were saying anything because we were so drawn in.
Had a nice turn.
The problem
Turn
is
of
I
events.
picked an article that's so long, it's just like, well, that was a good 15 pages, and I read about 4 sentences of it. You know what? Don't you hate when that happens?
I do hate that.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, what was the article called, Matt? Maybe we can fill some educated guesses in.
Astronomers say a Neptune-sized planet lurks beyond Pluto.
Oh, we're still on
Is
this
it in
one.
the Kuiper Belt?
Is it in the Kuiper Belt?
No, the galaxy's on Orion's belt. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, it's way past it. The Kuiper Belt is between the first gas
yeah.
planet, Jupiter, and Mars.
What's all the bodies outside by Pluto?
See, that's shit we should know. Next.
We should know.
Mississippi gun store owner and son die in a shootout with customers. There were 2 customers that got in an argument over a $25 firearm fee, and the patrons were taken to the hospital with serious injuries following Saturday's incident. It turns out it was a father and son. They had visited the store to collect a firearm that had been dropped off for repair. They became rather irritated after being told it was not ready and there would be a $25 service charge. Somehow it had descended into a shootout, and and the father and his son died from gunshot wounds.
Oh.
What do you guys think about that?
I remember this part in Grand Theft Auto when you go and you try to rob the gun store and they just shoot you dead with a shotgun.
Yeah, this time the opposite happened. Apparently they just walked out like, "Oops, we shot the people." It's not like the people went on a Grand Theft Auto.
$25.
Could you imagine?
How hard it is to get dollars nowadays.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's sad.
It is.
You know anything else to say about that, Greg?
No.
Well, what is there
That's
to
in
say?
Mississippi. How many stories are you going to relate to that? Matthew Perry does not remember filming 3 seasons of Friends because he was on drugs and under the influence of alcohol.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, what do you
I
mean he
heard
doesn't remember
about that.
filming them? Like he
He
tries to remember
before.
certain episodes and like he can't remember them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
It's somewhere between the seasons of 3 and 6. I was a little out of it. He was unable to answer a question at like a BBC radio thing that was all about Friends, and they asked him some questions about the show, and he like didn't fucking know.
Really?
Like, well, what happened? He's like, well, I think the answer is I don't remember those 3 years because somewhere between 3 and 6 I was a little out of it. Was his official statement.
Which one's Matthew Perry again? Is he
Chandler.
Chandler.
Chandler,
I like
Arizona.
I like Chandler.
Chandler's
Especially
the one
'cause
that
you know he
married
was high the whole
Monica?
time.
High and drunk. Well, like,
Work.
we'll do that. Drugs are bad, ladies and gentlemen. Don't ever try them.
Yep. They mess with your sleep.
Oh, we were supposed to do that after the joke.
Oh, well, we can do it later.
Well, we set it up nicely there.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Some
Greg.
foreshadowing.
Yeah, foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, viewers. Stay tuned.
A dog accidentally ran out of its house and joined a U.S. half marathon and finished in 7th place. This was
What?
in Alabama.
How do they know it finished in 7th place?
Because
Because they let it race once it jumped in with all the other people.
It was the 7th across the line.
Yeah.
But it started at the very start.
No, halfway.
Oh,
Did he run the whole thing? I mean,
Did it have the sticker on that has?
Oh no, I guess he was out for a walk and they were starting it, and the dog really wanted to run. Someone's like, "Oh, just let the dog run with him for a little bit," and then it ran the whole fucking thing.
oh my
Did
god.
the human attached to the dog run the whole thing too, or did you just say,
I think they said, "Oh fuck it."
I'll pick him up later?
Yeah, what? That's weird.
It's possible that they ran it too. No. It shows the lady with the dog, and she's wearing these big old boots. I don't think she was running those big old boots.
She ain't a runner. Well, that's interesting.
That's
a cute story.
That's a heartwarming story.
That's a nice piece to end on for back news.
Dogs have a bit of a genetic
That wasn't
advantage
shit
there.
news, though. Man, that was.
Well, that's because
That was
this is
nice
the last shit news was so fucking long, and it was about just sadness. This one had to be a little bit dumber.
I feel like my heart just grew 3 sizes.
I could just see the dog just.
Sizes. Dog doing what?
Sticking his tongue out.
Is that what the average man believes?
Yes.
Thanks.
That's the picture. He just has a big old smile on his face.
Don't do that thing with your eyes.
Nick, look into the camera and do that.
Just order people to do things, Nick.
Hey, Nick, would you please look into
This
the
is
camera?
democracy. Nick has a choice, okay?
Supreme
He chose to follow.
I'm still unsure of how I want to sit my mic next to me. I feel like it's poking out this way. I need to buy one of those.
Yes, we need to get lots of things. We need to work on the lighting.
Do you see how they're set up now? Look at this.
I'm blinded.
All right. You know what's more annoying than getting blinded, Nick?
No, I do not.
When you put your pants on wrong in the morning?
Do you ever do that, Nick?
Once.
Yeah.
Twice.
Pants?
When was the last time you did that?
I do a lot with athletic shorts. You can't quite tell which way is which.
December 7th,
1992?
2016.
I've been putting my shirt on backwards.
That hasn't happened yet, Nick.
It's foreshadowing, Greg.
Foreshadowing.
Alright, anyway, I'm sorry. We're getting off topic.
Oh, were we, Nick? Were we, asshole?
What's worse than getting blinded?
Dealing with sleep deprivation.
Oh, yeah.
Bum,
That's pretty
ba-da.
I think we all experience a little bit of sleep deprivation.
Mhm.
Oh, this was our...
Mhm.
Someone has to be in charge of saying it's the soapbox.
Okay.
Maybe that should be you, Nick.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
let's practice. Go.
we have a soapbox topic, and this is it. Matt, take it away.
That wasn't intense enough, Nick. Just say, this is the soapbox.
This is the soapbox
Perfect,
topic.
okay.
Matt, let's hear what really chaps your hide.
Maybe next time a little bit less piratey, but first start.
Okay.
I thought that was more
Okay, let's
cowboy.
talk about sleep deprivation.
All right, let's do it.
Mm-hmm. We all have it sometimes.
Yes.
Sometimes you're tired when you don't mean to be tired. Sometimes you're tired. You take a nice little nap in the middle of the day, and you can't fall asleep at night.
And sometimes you set up the night to be perfect, like you get to bed early and everything, and then you lay down and everything's nice, and then 3 hours later you're still awake.
I like laying down everything being nice.
and
Sorry, continue.
it's
At
horrible.
what a bandicoot is on Wikipedia.
Okay, Greg, let's start with you. Why do you hate sleep deprivation?
Well, because it's just it messes with your whole next day. Like if you have to wake up early for work or something, it's you can't really think straight. You feel like you're half there, and you feel like a zombie, and it really messes with your productivity, Nick.
Have you done anything?
Sure
when
does.
You're tired?
Probably. Like sometimes missing exits or whatever on the freeway or missing a turn.
Yeah, that's
Do
a
that
good
on
one.
my phone. Do that on my phone all the time. I'm going to the gym and then just pass and end up driving home. Like, turn around and go back.
One time I ran over a little kid, but we don't want to talk about that on air. So,
Not without your lawyer.
yeah.
Nick Carlo, what about you?
I don't really remember the last time I wasn't at least like a little bit tired. Like, does anybody else feel that way?
I feel like I could fall asleep right now.
I mean, but I go to bed and then it's like my mind just becomes awake with everything as soon as my head hits the pillow.
dear God, awake with everything.
Everything.
Like your demons too. Like, are there two Nicks going on?
Nick's thinking
In
about
your
that
head?
ninth planet.
I think I visit the ninth planet.
And then what happens when you finally wake up in the morning? Are the voices gone?
The voices are gone, and it's replaced by some weird buzzing, and my phone's making a weird noise, and I think somebody's calling me, and I'm trying to answer it, but nobody's answering. And then I turn it off and I go back to sleep.
Jesus Christ. And then you wake up at noon and you feel fine.
Yep.
So I'm awake pretty solidly from the hours of like 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock at work. Once I hit 11:30, I'm thinking about lunch. My productivity goes down. Then I eat lunch, and then, man, am I tired after lunch.
Yeah.
And I kind of just try to coast to the rest of the day. I set everything up so I have the easy stuff at the end of the day. I literally think about it. I plan it out.
It's good.
But sometimes I'm so tired at the end of the day. Like last Friday, my new job, I finished this document. I guess I added a whole day's worth to this document pretty much. And then at the end of the day, I was so tired, and I originally needed the new version of document 1, let's say. And then I went out, and then I changed the old new one to new, and then deleted the other new one that I just made first. It didn't make any fucking sense.
So you lost all your work?
I lost all of it.
Oh, man.
But it was and after I did that, I was like, why would I rename the old one, the new one, and then delete the old new one? Doesn't make any sense.
Oh.
So,
Nick, sorry.
Yes.
You got
Sorry.
you got things to say, Nick? You love sleep. I don't know anybody
I do
who
love
loves
sleep.
more than you.
I know. It's my favorite hobby.
College Matt Miller would rival, but I don't think would overtake his love of sleep.
Yeah.
Every day in college.
I mean, I love buying new pillows, you know. I'm all about that sleep enhancement.
That's sleep style enhancement? Sorry.
Just trying to upgrade my sleep. But anyway,
Upgrade your sleep, upgrade your life.
I did experience this many times because I used to work overnights. And it feels like you're almost like drunk. Like,
Yeah.
You lose certain parts of what you're doing. And you're
Yep.
like, what the, okay.
You
Yeah.
can't speak right.
Mhm.
Your
Yeah, that's
action
the main
time
thing.
is slow.
Non-existent.
Yeah, slow.
Just like your speaking is right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Is like
Nick's still
talking
working, okay.
talking with other people is like so hard when you're tired. It's just like
Yeah.
you can't think of anything to say, and it's a struggle.
When I get real bad bouts of sleep deprivation, it's usually like a 3-day process because like the first day, like I won't be able to sleep at all. Whatever I'm thinking out, you know, this, that, the other thing. Like I'll be up till like 4 in the morning and I can't sleep, so I'll get like 3 hours of sleep. And
I'd hate
the next
myself
day, I'm
if I
just,
did
like,
that.
Just a zombie, like Greg said, and my speech is real slow, like he
Jesus
said.
Christ.
And then the next night, I'll go to bed and I'll be thinking about how poorly I slept the night before. So I
Yeah.
get nervous that I'm not going to be able to fall asleep. So the only thing that makes me do is not fall asleep. So then the second night, I don't sleep till like 4 in the morning. And then by the like third day, I'm just exhausted. And then thankfully I get so exhausted usually that by the time my head hits the pillow on the third night, I'm just out.
Well, it's good that you realize there's this full schedule now.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
3 days, and then the cycle repeats.
Yeah, so you know what to
Until
expect.
You fucking die.
Till the heart stops beating, right? That's
Yeah.
the goal.
I mean,
That's the dream.
I'm sitting cushioning where my life is right now. So I go to a job, move down Chandler, and I'm going to be 85, Nick.
85. Wow.
Yeah.
I
All
hope
right,
so.
We're going to end with a quiz here. Okay?
Ooh, quiz.
This is a simple quiz. It took literally no time at all to think about.
I enjoy quizzes.
So, hold on. Nick, Greg, Colgene, and... Oh, that's it. There's just 3. Okay, the first person to 5 points takes the cake.
It's gonna be me.
First person to 4 points wins, okay?
It's gonna be me.
Okay, this is the way this game works. I'm going on Wikipedia, and they've rated the top 100 games of all time based on what people thought of.
Oh, I'm gonna win. I would watch this
Alright,
list all the
we're
time.
going-
Number one's gonna be soccer.
Oh, hello, Victor. Hello. Cool, don't say anything. Well, yeah, I said hello, Victor.
The mics aren't gonna pick him up anyways.
They can't hear you if you're talking that quiet. All right, so we're going to go in order until someone gets to 4, okay?
Okay.
You just said 5 a couple seconds ago.
Well, I think that's going to take too long. We'll see. We might go to 5. 4 for right now. If it's not a close game, you guys all suck.
How do we buzz in?
You guys go in order. So if Nick thinks he's going to be the best, you're going to start first. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Best video game of all time. What's your vote?
Beat.
No. Jesus, kids.
The number one best video game of all time.
Wait,
I know this one.
on any system or whatever?
Yeah. What is considered the best video game of all time?
Oh.
And this is the reviews at the time of the release.
Yeah, like these are considered like many people have done lists of the best video games ever, and there's one that's usually at the top.
Grand Theft Auto 3.
Wait, so Nick Hogan actually knows what it is already?
Yeah, Nick goes third. He goes second next and first the next time. It's a circle.
I'm gonna guess.
Best video game of all time.
I don't know. Halo, the first Halo.
No, Nick
I have no clue.
Super Mario Brothers.
Nope.
What?
It's Mrs.
Okay,
Pac-Man.
keep going. Mrs. Pac-Man, no. This is not just a game of you calling out good.
Goldeneye.
No.
Oh, Mr.
Not even in
Pac-Man.
the top 23.
Mr. Pac-Man.
No.
Mr.
Mr.
Pac-Man's
Pac-Man?
not a thing.
Next, Nick, go. You're like not even naming stuff like in the top.
Pong.
Okay,
Nope.
at least give us like what
I know what it is.
genre.
Action adventure game that came out in the Nintendo 64.
Okay, well Nick gets another guess because he knows that now.
Mario 64.
Nope, getting closer. Okay, first person to 3 is the new game. Go.
Maybe first person to 1. Action adventure game that came out in '64. I have no clue. Star
Oh,
Fox.
I know.
Greg gets skipped. Go.
Zelda.
Which
Ocarina of Time.
Correct. Nick has 1 point. First person to 2 points wins. Start naming 2 things at once, Nick.
I never played that.
Bomberman.
This is a Super
64.
Nintendo Entertainment System game that's a role-playing game.
Wait, what's the category now? Or what are we guessing?
We're guessing the number 2 spot.
Oh,
Super Star Wars.
No.
wait, it's an RPG on N64.
Yes.
You said.
This isn't making for good radio, Victor.
I have no clue.
Oh god, it's Chrono Trigger. I didn't think this one through.
I never
Oh,
played.
that
Chrono-
one's
I never played
hard.
Zelda or Chrono Trigger.
Come on, guys.
What's number 1 on the list?
Number 1 was Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
Ocarina of Time, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 7, Super Mario 64, Street Fighter 2.
Oh, I would have played
Levels
Super
of the
Mario
Past,
64.
Metal Gear Solid, Super Mario World, Super Metroid, Resident Evil 4. We shouldn't just get something in the top, whatever. It should have been like Family Feud.
Yeah.
Just name 3 random video games. No, I'm just kidding. We're not doing that fucking shit. When we return, Nick, what's up next?
Victor Sports Box.
Yeah, you said that like you're real excited.
It's going to be a depressing one.
You're just eating chips.
Let's just not talk about
I was
football
not looking forward to this.
on that one.
Football.
Don't be sad. Don't be sad, Cardinals.
Bye, Cardinal.
Sports time, boys.
Sports time.
Oh,
What's your
man.
favorite time?
Sports time. You may have noticed there's one new addition to this crew tonight. That's me. Guys.
You're back. You're back. You didn't make
I'm back.
the first segment. Why didn't you make
I
it?
did not. I was late. I was in a hot tub full of girls.
Yeah. I'd be late too.
Yeah. And they
Looking
were.
girls?
Yeah.
Not just a hot tub full of
They were
girls
conscious.
just there and
Yeah.
drowned.
Nope. I was with them. I had my arms around them and everything.
Alright, then your biggest one.
No roofies this time. So, anyway, guys, let's talk about sports. And there's going to be one topic that we're going to talk about. Actually, 2. But leading the way, let's talk about what, Matt?
The Carolina fucking Panthers.
Fucking Carolina
Go
Panthers.
fucking
God
shit.
damn it.
Here we go.
I feel like because of all the shit I talked, that of course, we end up playing the fucking Panthers and they
They look
embarrassed
good.
us.
They look good.
No, I think it was more we looked bad.
Yeah.
They are not Carson Palmer.
Patrick Peterson, overrated.
The whole
it's name
team,
game?
dude.
It's the blame game is what it is? The name
Yeah,
game?
the
What's
name game. Well, we can name teams. I mean, let's name who's responsible for that devastating
Debacle.
loss. That debacle.
Obama.
It's an abomination.
It could be Obama's fault.
That's right. Guys, it wasn't pretty. I think that it was more the Cardinals looking bad than the Panthers being good. I think that Panthers aren't that good, and you know,
Yeah, the Panthers just like completing just normal plays.
yeah.
And they're wide open every single time.
And it was like Carson Palmer was like, you don't play for the Panthers, Carson. You don't throw the ball to the Panther players. Carson.
Wait, let's step back here. General
All right.
things about the game before we get into specifics of how a quarterback should be able to play the damn game.
All right.
Okay. So
All
what
right.
happened? They lost by a lot. Like was
A
it close?
lot.
Yeah, give me 20-second rundown. Go.
All right, so the game got out of hand pretty early, right? But we still had a chance. It was 17-7, 10-point game. We were on a nice drive, about to score a touchdown. And what does Palmer do? He's got this awesome reputation of just crumbling in the playoffs and throwing interceptions. So he throws an interception. Panthers immediately score. Well, there goes that game.
Mm-hmm.
And then he ended up, that game, he ended up throwing 4 of those interceptions. Oh, and he also fumbled the ball twice. So he gave the ball back to the Panthers 6 times in the game.
Okay, what was the final score of the game?
49-15.
49-15.
It was the second most points scored in NFC Championship game history.
So you're blaming on the offensive line.
No, I am blaming it on everybody on the Cardinals, from the offensive line to the quarterback to the defense to the special teams to the coaching. Like, everyone gets the blame on that. But Palmer, bro,
He was
like,
just icing on the cake.
dude.
Cake.
Well, when you
6
have a receiver,
turnovers.
when you have a receiver that you're trying to throw to, and there's 2 guys standing right in between you and your receiver, you probably should just go ahead and not throw it to that man.
I mean,
But what does
Wise words.
it was
what
like,
does Palmer do? He says that looks good. I'm feeling good about
I'm
this.
feeling
one,
good about
guys."
this one. This time, I feel like it was like against Green Bay. He got criticized for just doing a bunch of short 5-10 yard throws. You know, he wasn't playing deep. He was playing scared, right? So it was like he heard all that criticism, was like, yeah, dude, I can't play scared. I just got to air it out. And then just came out in this game, was like, I'm going to air it out. I don't even know what's going to happen.
I'm so accurate.
Because like 3 of those interceptions were like 40-yard plus throws.
But he usually makes those, is the point, right?
That's what everyone was saying. Like,
he usually makes those. He just didn't do good.
he had an
Wasn't
MVP
the man
to,
who did
well,
good that day.
he has a reputation for being really bad in the playoffs, right? And that's a cool little cutesy reputation to have when you're like under 30
When
years
you're a
age
rookie,
quarterback.
yeah.
When you're
You're
a
a 3-year
36-year-old quarterback and you're still playing off,
Who's never been
I'm not
benched.
that good in playoffs, you know? I just have that reputation. It's like, dude, you're 36 years old.
Yeah, he's always been a starter.
Like, how can you constantly just shrink in the playoffs like that? Like,
Yep.
because
You don't want the ring.
yeah,
That shows you that he doesn't really want a
he
ring.
doesn't want it. He doesn't have the heart of the champion.
Are there that many football-y teams who have rings only because of their quarterback? I mean, like, how many football teams, like, famous football teams didn't have, like, the best quarterback? I think the quarterback is always the main...
Well,
Seahawks, yeah.
Seahawks, their quarterback's not considered one of the best ones.
Who's their quarterback?
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
Oh.
The Ravens won a Super
True,
Bowl with
the
a really
Ravens.
bad quarterback.
Right.
With who?
Joe Flacco.
Trent Gilfer.
And Trent
There's
Dilfer.
Trent Dilfer.
Both of them.
Dilfer?
Dilfer.
He's
Dilfer.
the worst quarterback.
Don't
Yeah.
get laid once with that name.
It's funny because he's on ESPN and he talks about like analyzing quarterbacks like he
Yeah.
knows what he's doing. Insane. But I don't know, guys. It was bad.
It was depressing.
But well, you know, and there's some class that these Carolina Panthers displayed that game.
Oh, yeah,
You're up 40-15 and you score a touchdown. You go for 2 points.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
I forgot about that.
Like what? Yes, Matthew.
Oh, so I read about that. The coach said afterwards that they hadn't gone for a 2-point conversion after any touchdown in the regular season.
So
And they've
go
only
for it now.
practiced it only because they've been taking people out. So they haven't had a chance to. And he was like, you know what? We're just going to practice it one time so we do it in the playoffs before we actually get to the Super Bowl. They didn't want their one time to try it be in the fucking Super Bowl.
But
And
while
have
the
this team,
dogs
like,
already
freak out or something,
beat-
you know?
there's a thing called like class.
No, I understand that, but I mean,
there's
there's one another fucking point.
It
like
was-
our defense was gonna stop it anyway, or
Like,
they wasn't gonna.
Yeah, like I mean, I was like, really,
They didn't do the same
like you
time.
want more people to hate you, and you know, of course, like I hate Cam Newton. Cam Newton's just like, well, I don't care. Everybody can just hate on me. I fuel off that. Like, fuck you, Cam Newton. Like
I'm
next
just gonna
year,
give a ball to a kid.
He seems like a nice little boy.
no, he's not,
No.
dude.
He's fucking legit.
No, he's not. He plays in a shitty conference. He got lucky and got all those wins in a shitty conference.
God, that's
That
the reason
shitty
why he's
town.
A bad person you should hate.
He is. He's a douchebag, and he wants to run
He
up the
says
score.
all the
He has
right
no class.
things.
Yeah.
He says all the right things to make him like look like he's not cocky, but he is cocky.
He's a cocky
Pretty
piece
sure
of shit.
If the Cardinals were switched with the Carolina Panthers,
No,
it'd be like,
We
fuck
we
you.
don't
Palmer
run up the
would-
score. We don't do dancing in the end zone
Palmer
when we're
doesn't
up
talk
by
to-
like
yeah.
40. like we won with class in all our games. Like,
Every
you know,
time anyone ever
we're a
scores in
team.
Football, there's a dance. It's a
no,
beautiful
Well, there was
dance
some
of expression.
dirty ass plays by the defense, like
Mhm.
on people that don't even have the ball that never got called. What was all that about?
Yeah.
There was
And,
like,
like,
There's always
like,
going to
on
be
the first
plays that are
play-
not called, though.
Yeah.
on, like the first play, like we didn't really do anything, and like they're like Carolina's trying to like get in a fight with the wide receiver. Do you guys remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Head bashed him.
Yeah.
and like it's I am not a Denver Broncos fan. I don't give two shits
Yeah.
about Peyton Manning, but I will be a hardcore supporter of the Broncos and Peyton Manning,
As
and I
will
want to see this Cam Newton character get hurt bad.
It's the number one defense, too, he's playing against, so.
Yeah.
hurt.
Yes,
This man, you don't even know. You want him in pain, Victor.
I don't want to know him. He doesn't
I
deserve
don't want him
to be
beaten,
No, but he
known.
doesn't know you. You
I
don't
think
want
that
him.
got
I
on
don't
his
care.
side.
I want him dead. What?
Victor, who do you think's gonna win?
Well, I don't know, dude. I mean, Cam is going against the number one defense in football,
Mm-hmm.
right? But
Is that true? I just said because that's what I'm used to doing.
it is. But the Peyton Manning just is the Broncos' offense is not looking good, and
Mhm.
the Panthers
Like
actually have
our
a good
offense.
defense. Yeah, and but like, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, the Panthers, do they really have that great of a defense? I mean, they let Seattle score 24 points on them in the second half, 24 unanswered, and they went up against a Cardinals team that was like apparently just not ready to play. Because I don't believe the Panthers are that good. I mean,
They looked good.
we were the
They didn't
second-
really mess up, did they?
I mean,
but
our
we
running
messed
game was
up.
good
Yeah, but
against
their
them,
game was
too,
pretty much
which is surprising.
perfect, I feel
Yeah,
like.
but it wasn't
They
because
didn't
of
make really any
them.
mistakes at all.
It wasn't because of them, you
They
know.
did one interception, right? How many turnovers did the Panthers have?
One. Yeah, we had 6 from our
They
quarterback.
had one interception.
Mm-hmm.
We get the ball back,
Mm-hmm.
and our fearless leader throws an interception.
Yeah, it was one.
The next play.
It's like,
It
I don't
was-
want to play.
The guy
Yeah, I
had
was expecting him to sit
6.
down.
They should have just kicked a field goal.
6 turnovers. 6 turnovers by one
No,
guy.
and also,
What, Nick?
going back before the interception or our interception when we had it, to me it didn't even look like Patrick Peterson ran fast or anything. Didn't look really
Cornerback.
slow.
Oh, yeah, it didn't look
when
like
he
was
ran it
trying.
back.
Yeah.
Like, what is he doing? He gave up the punt, and then
Yeah,
he
that
finally
was-
gets an interception, and he doesn't even run it back in for the end zone.
Say it to the camera, Nick.
I'm saying it to you guys.
Well, Victor,
I mean, I think
You just
that
let
come
it
next
out.
year, the defenses will figure out Cam Newton like they did to Colin Kaepernick,
Yeah,
right? He looked really
yeah,
good.
that's a
They'll
good
figure
point.
that piece of shit out, and then he'll just be a fart in the wind. Like, no one will care about him.
And he's gonna be ignorant too.
Yeah, he's gonna
He's
think
gonna
he
be-
really deserves this, and I,
Fart in the wind. I remember that. Fart
Yeah.
in the wind next year when they knock us out.
yeah. What were
So we
you?
don't get in the playoffs. Nick, what were you gonna say?
what were you gonna
So
say?
rudely interrupted.
My
I
bad.
was rudely
Jesus
interrupted by
Christ.
Captain Fart in the Wind himself.
Just
Well, for the Broncos to win, you need to have heart
okay.
and believe. And it sounds like you're not believing.
like
I
a
have so
real
much
Colorado
belief right
dirtbag.
That's right.
You gotta believe. I believe.
Well,
Believe
Nick,
with me.
is there an awesome statistic that you can throw out this week? Your one random sports statistic.
He had one and he
I did.
forgot. it.
I forgot it.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay,
All
Greg,
right.
you win the Super Bowl.
Let's do our predictions.
Oh, hey, I do have it one. I do have a statistic.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
We tied the record for the most turnovers in an NFC championship game.
Oh my
We
god.
couldn't even beat the record. I mean, if you're gonna go that hard, at least beat the goddamn record.
Palmer should have just got it back one more time and be like, "Hi!" and instantly just threw it at Panther. Be like, "Record."
We win.
Win something.
I mean, go hard if you're gonna do that, you know.
Yeah, we broke a lot of records that day, but not good records.
Yeah.
Not good ones.
So yeah, predictions.
Predictions. Take us off, Greg. Take us
Well,
off.
I'm definitely rooting for the Broncos, but I think Cam Newton's going to win by 4 points.
Then why even root for the Broncos? Just get out of here.
Dang.
And why you didn't root for the
It's
Broncos?
going to be somewhat low scoring, and it's going to be like 27 to 23 or something like that.
27-23, so the over-under is going to be just over 50.
Nice, Matt.
That's some good mathematics.
That's math whiz.
All right, so
Get it? Mathematics.
I'm kind of hoping this Cam Newton guy gets a ring really young.
Why?
I don't want to see them win. I don't really like them, but it'd be interesting to have another like a football player that's like to the level of like like the best status. We haven't had a football player like that since
Tom Brady.
let's see
Peyton Manning.
the replacement. Replacements.
Joe. Well,
Joe Falco.
Joe Falco. That
Yeah,
nice.
there you go. Yeah, I haven't
Nice.
had a player since Joe Falco. That was our
He didn't win the Super Bowl though.
He didn't win the Super Bowl.
No, he won a
He won.
Sugar Bowl. That's college.
Wait,
I wasn't
who?
even watching.
It's the movie, The Replacements.
Oh.
Shane Falco.
Shane Falco. There we
And-
go.
And if anything, he was closer to Carson Palmer.
Yeah.
One, because he's known
He
for
choked
choking,
in the
and
big
he's-
game.
He's old in that movie.
He's old.
And you know what we
He's
learned
old.
about Palmer? That he's not a winner,
He
Nick.
doesn't have heart. He didn't
He's
want the
not
He
ball.
didn't
playoff.
want
when the
the.
game was on the line.
He's not a playoff caliber. Playoff caliber quarterback.
Yeah.
I want
He's
the,
not
I
a
want the
champion.
Broncos to win,
Nice.
but if they don't win, Cam Newton better just fucking take off from here because if he's if you know if you're still gonna say he sucks after he wins.
Yep,
right?
definitely.
Correct. No matter what, the whole team just sucks.
Most correct.
So I mean, I'd rather just have him not just. I don't know if it could be right. I don't want him to suck after this. I just want him to keep going. Shoot for the scars. The scars, Cam.
Shoot for the scars.
Shoot for the sun.
Oval game.
What you got?
No, not either, Nick.
I'm gonna go with the Broncos
Nice.
because I hate Cam Newton.
Yes! I love this. Well, I'm
All right,
definitely
We're
Broncos.
talking about, what it takes to be a champion, and Peyton's got a bad rap.
Yeah,
Very
he's
bad rap this
1 and
season,
3.
and he's
got to redeem himself from his
And he's
last Super
rough.
Bowl.
What if they got blown out again?
this is
That could
possibly
happen.
his last game ever.
Yeah, it
I
is.
feel like he's too much of a champion to at least just totally blow it. I mean, I feel like it's gonna at least be a pretty goddamn good game.
He's on the phone with like Papa John right now, and he's like, "You are a champion."
That's right. And then he
Let's
can
make
do
a-
all his commercials.
The
Special
Broncos
Super Bowl single.
Yeah.
I mean,
to Disneyland.
I have
afterwards.
high expectations. I mean,
It's either going to be a close Bronco win
yeah,
or a
it's-
blowout
It's not gonna
Bronco loss.
It's not gonna be where the Broncos get up
Broncos aren't blowing them out.
high and just look good all game.
No.
But I feel like Peyton is gonna pull it out of his Peyton hole.
Oh, that was painful.
I could have
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
ton bun his Pate buns. That's the best I can come up with in 10 seconds. Sorry.
Well,
He's too much of
Alright.
a champion to just get blown out like the Seahawks.
I'm glad that we all want Peyton to win and Cam to suffer in hell. I
The
feel
seventh circle
good.
of hell.
Yes.
He's waiting for you.
Yes.
There's a special circle of hell saved for pedophiles and Cam Newton.
Yeah. So anyway, next topic we got to talk about is basketball. Some important stuff happened this week, Matt.
Sports Box never ends.
That's
Never
right.
ends.
It
What about
doesn't.
basketball, Victor? Tell me about it.
Well,
I can tell it's something I know
the
nothing about.
the Golden State Warriors just went ahead and played about the top 2 teams in the East and the best team in the West, and a team that everyone said it was going to beat the Warriors. The Warriors went ahead
Spurs, they beat the Spurs.
and blew all 3 of those teams
Who
out
they
by
beat?
30 points.
Who they beat?
LeBron and the Cavs, the Bulls, and the Spurs, all by 30 points
With their
in
coach
the span of a week.
too.
That's awesome.
In a week.
It's been a long time since we have something like this happen.
It was insane.
It's like they weren't even trying. But
No.
On those losses, whenever the 5 losses they have or whatever, 4 losses, and then they're just like, oh, here's a game that we need to play, and then they play,
And they just destroyed. And the Spurs, who everyone was saying that look better than the Warriors, even though the Warriors have a better record, that the Spurs are going to stop them and all that.
Yeah.
And the Warriors beat them by 30.
30 points.
And
So who hadn't they blown out yet then? They blown out every
they've
team?
pretty much blown out every
Suns.
team.
They haven't played the Thunder. That's the only, those are
Oh yeah,
the
Thunder
ones
coming
left.
up.
But
But it was cool
they're gonna
because
get blown out, too.
like the Spurs, who have like great defensive players, they put 5 players on Steph Curry, and he had 38 points by the third quarter. No one could guard him, and even though like the last person they put on him was like this really good defender, and Steph Curry was just losing him. because he's not supposed to be on him. His assignment's on a different player. But
Who was it?
Kawhi Leonard,
Oh, Quad.
he's like 6'8",
Quinter.
and out of desperation they put him on Steph, and Steph still just like made him look like
Man, it looks silly.
silly.
It's weird because you think of like old good basketball teams, and the main ones I think of have always been like the Lakers, like the Mavericks. Have been like fantastic. Obviously, the Bulls. What's the team that had Reggie Miller? They
The
were,
Pacers.
The Pacers were damn good for a little while. Oh, the Celtics were good. But like
Yeah.
all those teams always had one crazy tall guy that would just do random shit. I feel like
That's the key.
Granted,
to
Steph
winning
Curry
basketball.
is good and he makes a lot of shots. It's never just like fit 40 points this guy and the rest of the team. He's usually like 30 something, and other people
Yeah, he's
definitely pick up the slack. Like it's crazy. He makes I guess because he's a shooting guard.
it's
Point guard? What the
he's
fuck?
point guard, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's awesome. I mean, he beat the Cavs so bad that it was LeBron James's worst loss ever, and that they fired their coach.
Yeah.
That's how bad they
I
lost.
did see that. That guy looks like a weirdo anyway.
Yeah, Matt, what do you think about that? What do you guys think about?
Tell
Tell me about it.
Like fuck, I'm just saying that.
What do you think about the David Blatt getting fired?
I think it was LeBron's move,
Yeah,
even though they're
Yeah.
trying to say he had nothing to do with it.
he definitely had something.
But yeah, I thought that guy was a good coach. He had a better record than he did last year going into the season.
Right. He's the only coach to ever be fired after like being first in your conference.
I mean, you can't rest on your laurels though. If he's not working out, you got to get him out of there. You can't rest on something you've done in the past.
Yeah, but I mean,
I think they shouldn't have
It's-
even hired him to begin with. Like he had no NBA experience. I mean, I guess
Yeah,
when they hired
but
him, they didn't
he-
know they were
yeah.
gonna run.
he was hired to coach a rebuilding young team, and instead got screwed. And LeBron pretty much just like never let him have a chance to be successful.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Usually that's the way it goes with like a player. The coach doesn't let him have a chance to be successful, so they just bench him
No.
all the time. No, that's not how it works for LeBron. He just fires the coaches.
LeBron's like, I don't like this anymore. And Matt, I mean, what do you think? Do you think the Princeton offense would work?
No, not a
The
chance.
Princeton offense.
Yeah.
Oh, that's some crazy offense thing you do where you have people that move around in different spots all the fucking time, right? You don't have a center. You don't have that big, tall guy in the middle who's blocking the hoop. Going, oh, look at me! Look at me!
No, I'm
I mean, I guess.
taller than
I have no clue what the Princeton offense is. Do you?
Apparently,
Do
nah.
you fucking know?
I don't really even know. Apparently, that was what he was supposed to like employ there, And LeBron was like, no, and pretty much never did it. And every time they started to do it, he would just be like, no, I'll take the ball now and I'll just do what I want.
So, I mean, if you graduate from Princeton, you're going to be unemployed.
Yeah,
Damn. No, that's not true, guys. Go to Princeton. You can get in. I would go.
be pretty sick. So,
I'd rather
I
go to
actually
ASU,
denied.
I think.
ASU offense, Sun Devil offense. Sun Devil offense.
The high octane offense.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So anyway, yeah, the Warriors just look unstoppable right now, and they just don't seem to. I don't see a team beating them 4 games in the playoffs.
No, definitely not.
Like, how are you going to beat them 4 games?
You're going to be scared. I'm excited.
I feel bad for
Yeah,
the
I
Cavs
am.
old coach though.
Put out a
Yeah.
bad
Because,
shit
I
for
mean-
Steph Curry.
It's like
Yeah, it would suck.
it's like a job, What if your worker didn't like your boss?
Yeah.
So
your
your
worker
worker doesn't
is the
respect
shit.
your boss.
I mean, I'm sure
But-
that guy's
and then
still
you-
getting paid out.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I'm like, cool. I don't have to work anymore.
But the
Everyone
poor
can talk
guy,
shit, I'm
I
gonna go to
mean, it's
fucking-
not like he had a
Hey.
losing record.
I know.
If-
What did he do?
The guy was a successful coach. He would be successful. He wouldn't be canned.
He's still
He
successful.
went to the
He was
finals,
suc-
and he was in first place.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't get any more successful other than actually winning the finals, which he couldn't have won.
Didn't-
Well, because
didn't-
I
the
mean,
Warriors are a
Does he
better
got a ring on
team.
his
Yeah.
finger? I don't think so.
well, he's got a lot of rings in Europe.
Damn.
A lot of rings in Europe.
Yeah, and
What-
that's
what are you
that's.
saying, like he goes and like wins on the Latvian basketball
Well, no.
team?
So he went and coached the Russian national team, and he's won like 15 championships in Europe, and he's like really successful in Europe.
Whoop-de-doo, Victor.
And that's the view that all the Cavs and people in the NBA had. Like, whoop-de-doo, that was in Europe. This is the NBA. So when he came over to the NBA, all the Cavs players, like when he won his first game, all the Cavs players were like, oh, like he finally like lost his NBA virginity. He won his first game. And
I mean,
like,
how does
he actually came out and was like, it makes me mad that people are treating me like an inexperienced young coach. He goes, I was a successful coach
That was a successful
in Europe. I've won championships, but everyone's just
Bring him on to the
disregarding
Suns.
all that. But it's just
How
funny
do you
because
coach the Russian national team? Do you just say, "Hey, Vladimir, if you run this Princeton offense and do well,
That's exactly
I'll get
it.
you more vodka."
yeah, that's it.
Like,
He's like, we like
I mean,
vodka.
I think coaching Europe.
We love vodka. So vodka. I'm trying to be distracted.
Oh, yeah.
But okay,
Coaching in Europe is definitely different than the NBA. I get that.
exactly.
It just he pouted because he was like, nah, nobody gives me respect.
That's exactly like if there's what's the most successful MLS team? The Galaxy?
Sure.
Sure. Let's say the coach of the Galaxy went over to Chelsea.
What's
And-
Chelsea?
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
it's a
Chelsea's
big,
soccer team.
Yeah, well, they're actually doing
Yeah,
horrible.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Premier League team, though. And say, hey, look at all this coaching I have in America. You should give me a shot. He's going to be laughed out of the pub.
Not straight out the
Yeah. And I get it because, as an NBA successful player, I'd be like, well, you really haven't earned any respect. I don't care what you want in Europe.
Yeah.
Like,
So who's the new coach? Does the vice coach take over?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
this is the thing.
Oh, he looks like Trevor
It has-
Noah from
yeah.
Comedy Central.
Tyron. Yeah.
But now he has LeBron's support too
Yeah.
because of this new coach.
Lou,
Tyron
David
Lue.
Blatt,
And he
David
happens
Blatt.
to be,
David Blatt,
Yeah.
David Blaine. Are you
I'm not
sure
going to
his
say
name's-
Yeah.
it,
Oh, what's the name of the new guy?
but
Tyron Lue.
Tyronn Lue. L-O.
LeBron's
And-
butt buddy.
LeBron liked him because he's played in the NBA and he's coached in the NBA, so they all like him. But
But he's just interim coach, right? He's not like
no, they named him actually head coach.
really.
Not they
He was
didn't
on
even do the
Wizards at
title.
one point.
Yeah.
God, he looked like a chump in.
Well, he's on the
Yeah.
Lakers too, wasn't he? In
Look at what he
the,
looked like. He had
when they
dreads
won the
going on.
championship.
Yeah. But
Which is stupid.
it's shitty, dude. Yeah, like they never gave him the chance to.
Hey,
Yeah.
you're not given chances. You make chances.
He's
Mm.
gonna take chances. Well,
Then you take them.
we got anything else there?
Should have
Nick Fox?
made him and bench LeBron.
Got 5 minutes left.
Well. Nope. Just I hope Cam Newton gets the flu before the game
Okay, does anybody have
And the
anything for
HIV.
and the
Anything
HIV.
Back at the part of the show where we ask one question, everyone answers it really quick. This one's gonna be 1 minute apiece. It's not gonna happen. What's the question?
Where we answer one question only.
Yeah, the question is,
Da-da-da.
what's something you wish that you wish you were better at?
Hmm.
Go first.
Mm.
I wish I was better at understanding how the damn stock market works. Because I
Mm.
feel like you get to a point where you just have enough money that you're going to play with, and then all you do is play with money for the rest of your life. It
Yeah.
bugs me. I understand what dividends are. I understand how to put money into a Roth IRA account or a regular IRA account. They get going on some of the mutual funds or just be an old person and
Yep.
bet on Apple.
I like where you're going for profiting money, but I wish that I was better, and by better I mean less awkward at leaving voicemails.
Oh man, I'm tied with two things right now.
I mean,
Mm.
I just
Think
try
about
to leave
it.
a voicemail and I just sound like a babbling idiot.
And then when you like leave a voicemail and you're like, "Hi, this is blah blah. I'm here to do," and you mess up one part, and then you're still talking, but your brain's thinking, "Fuck, I really fucked that up." And
Yep.
then you're on to something else, and then you mess up again. You're like, "Okay, there's no recovery from this. Just say goodbye."
Pretty much.
Yeah, I
That's
see
what
that.
I would do. If I was better at something.
I think we're all bad at that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think
See
there's
that.
no one that's really good at it.
Obama's probably.
Okay, we got 3 minutes left. Someone
Let's-
go.
I wish I was better at two things. Yeah, I like the finances and stuff like that and business.
You like that business? And
Yeah.
finances, huh?
And I wish I was more disciplined
Ooh.
so I could
Wow.
learn all
That's
that.
very,
Like a karate master type of discipline.
That's right, like a Jedi
it's
master.
very mature of you.
Very mature.
Fuck, son, I don't have much
Thank you.
discipline. Okay, next.
I wish I was better at speaking.
This, like your cognitive ability.
And also, Talking to girls.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I second the talking to girls one. I also wish I was better at soccer. So I could have been a soccer pro.
But now if you're better,
It's not like I wish I was better at superhero.
I wish I was
Then would be a
better.
superhero.
At Batman.
Yeah, well, I mean, what's the one saying that always be yourself, unless if you can be Batman?
Yeah, it's on my.
Yeah, then always be.
That's
Batman.
pretty sweet.
I try to not be myself for most
It's in
of
my
the
truck.
time. It
Me
seems
too.
to be working out better than when I am myself.
It's
Well,
depressing.
everyone, this was episode 29 of the Fat Cast. Victor, where can you catch us?
I thought it was 30th.
You can catch us at FAC
Are we
emails.
leaving a voicemail?
So email us at facemails@gmail.com. That's facemails
Asking us a question. You gotta tell them
at
what email, so don't just say-
gmail.com. And also tweet us
Say
at
it, told us to email.
FACcast.
Is there
And you need to either email us or you need to tweet us your views on the Carolina Panthers.
And Cam Newton.
Just
And
something.
Cam Newton.
Oh my god.
And
Just-
pictures.
Pictures are welcomed.
Dick pics.
No. And definitely write us stuff.
Fangirls are welcome.
All right,
Tell us
this
what
is
you
the
want
end
us to
of
talk
the
about.
Too long. Thank you everyone
Fangirls.
for listening. For Nickel
I love you guys.
For Nickel Geen.
From Greg.
For Victor.
For Nick DiCarlo.
For our fearless leader, Matt Miller.
This is Fact.